See, now it feels a little weird because I don't know how to start this. I thought I could just get up in here and start talking or try to like smooth in the conversation, but I don't know. I'm just gonna start talking, I guess. A few days ago, I had this thought of like, it's not like a depression thought or anything, but I had this thought of like, what if this doesn't work? This whole YouTube thing doesn't work, right? The time limit I set myself for the universe to set for me, actually, it feels like it's very close to being to the end. And in that moment, maybe because I was sleepy, I didn't really get enough sleep, and I was also hungry, so maybe it was because of that. But I was thinking to myself, what if this doesn't work? What if this whole thing was for nothing? It's a big waste of time, and now I'm going to be struggling ever more than ever. And I was thinking so much on that to the point where it like ruined my mood a little bit. Not too much, not like depression type of thing. I don't want it to seem like I was being so bad on myself, like this depressed stage. It was just I have this thing where whenever I think something good is going on, I have to think about the worst case scenario. So just in case it does happen, I won't be surprised. I got to think of that. So in that moment, I was both sleepy, hungry, and trying to have that thought. But it kind of took a turn to the point where it seemed like I was giving up, because I was starting to believe it. I was starting to be like, dang, I am doing this for nothing. I should probably stop or slow down and just be like, screw it. But then, like, I don't want to say fast forward 2 days later. Now how I'm feeling right now, I'm like, I'm not giving up, because hey, a lot of time been put into this. I refuse. I value my time too much to just drop everything that I've been doing this. I think I'm in a better headspace, but I still have the concept of there's a failure to this. All right, like eventually, or probably, if I don't do this right or evolve and improve, there will be the failure of this. And it doesn't bum me, but it kind of doesn't feel motivated. For like the past few months, I've been thinking my video doesn't really feel like connected. Like, I hate to bring this person up because I'd be compared to this person, even though I don't see no similarities to it other than that I'm black. But if you watch a Corey video, right? I'm not even gonna say the full name, you know who it is. If you watch a video of that person, and while that person playing the game, it doesn't feel like you're watching the game, and it doesn't feel like you're watching him. It feels like you're with the person, right? Like you're experiencing the person and the game, but not separately. You get what I'm saying? When I'm playing games, I realize I get too immersed in the game. Instead of me trying to talk to you, like, you see how this is a conversation, how it feels like I'm directly talking to you. Instead of me doing that with games, I get caught up in it. My immersion is too strong for my own good, to the point where I believe every moment that's going down is real. That's why I get so paranoid and stiff when I play these horror games, because I try to remember it's just a game. It's all on screen. Once the worst parts start happening, these walls start disappearing. Everything around me is invisible, and I feel like I'm in the game. Like everything that's gonna happen is happening to me right now. I get anxiety from these horror games. I get too immersed in these games instead of trying to talk to you. The whole concept of gameplay is for you to watch the person play the game, right? And yeah, it's entertaining enough, I guess. But when it feels like you're next to the person, like you're going through it with the person, it's like a stronger connection. It's like that what builds the community, because if I'm horrified, you're horrified, and I want to make sure that when I'm talking, it feels like I'm talking to you, not at you. So when you watch other people and like they connect with you because they're talking to you, I compare myself. You shouldn't compare. I know. But I compare myself to other videos, but not in a critique way, as in to myself, towards myself, whatever. It's more of like a learning or an improvement way. I'm pretty sure if you watch somebody else play and they just don't even acknowledge you, it's like being live. If you were live the entire time and you're not acknowledging your chat, and you're sitting there typing, trying to ask you questions, and you just ignore them, it's like that. That's how I think my videos are. That's what it feels like to me, especially with the videos I just posted, the sketchy individuals. Throughout that whole thing, I probably interacted with y'all for like a good 2 minutes during the first video, but in the rest of that, in the second video, it was just me immersed completely, ignored y'all completely. I feel like I'm ignoring y'all. There we go. God, why did that take so long for me to get to? I feel like I'm ignoring y'all when I play these games, but I also feel like if I try to put too much attention on you, it won't feel like I should be doing that. If I do that, then that means I will spend less focus time on the game. So I'll probably be stalling way more than I should be. You know, I'm breaking out of the stalling stage too, because I realized every time I got a little joke I want to tell, instead of me continue going forward with the game, I stop and just look around trying to tell that joke. It's awful. That's terrible. This video is basically me saying I do have some what it's called doubts. I think I do have some doubts, right? But I'm acknowledging it. That's why if you have me in Discord, I'm gonna speak on Discord a little bit later too, but if you have me on Discord, that's why I gave that big old paragraph of me being like, you know, it just, failure may be a thing, and it kind of bothered me. Yet again, I was very sleepy at that time. So here's my plan. I no longer trying to reach a certain goal, you know, like 20,000. That puts stress on people. Putting a goal and then trying to reach it at a certain time, yeah, admittedly it stressed me. You know, it give a little stress. My pride is in this too much. I have a problem with my pride, but it's stress. It stresses. So I'm not even going to try to reach 20,000. We're at 16,000. We're losing people. we're losing people. You'll see the numbers jump up and down because we're losing people. Fine with that. They all came from the Family Guy short. I don't care. And TikTok. I don't care. That I don't mind those who leave. They can always leave and some other body will come and take their spot, whatever. And also, I don't know if you noticed this, but every time I upload a video, you'll see the title will be one thing. Give it an hour, couple hours, a day, and then it's another thing. You probably should stop doing that. But yet again, I'm trying to make the titles more broad so they can get more exposure and maybe a better click, instead of making it specific to the point where YouTube will be like, oh, this go to this little group of people right here, you know. So if that bothers you, my bad. I'm just trying to get this title thing situated and the thumbnails situated so we can really get the looks that the channel needs, you know, that type of thing. If I haven't responded back to you on Discord, it's not because I'm ignoring you, and not because I'm trying to choose when to respond back. Literally Discord on my phone, because that's when I look at my Discord. I don't really be on desktop looking at Discord. I don't get notifications. I reset the app, I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, signed in. I even deleted the cache and data and did all that, and it'll work for a few weeks and then it stops. I don't get no notification of any messages, and I have to look on it manually. It's almost to the point where I want to uninstall it, but we do have a Discord. I try not to be too active in it because I don't want me to be too familiar, if that makes sense. I want the relationship to be special. I want it to be like, hey, he popped in, he answered me, cool, but that's it. Yes, sometimes I'll be busy, but majority of the time I just feel like I need to separate myself from y'all. That kind of sound contradicting considering this conclusion of the freaking video is for me to get closer with these videos. But basically, I'm just trying to make sure there's a clear indication of where the relationship is and how special it's supposed to feel, you know. Yeah, that's kind of the conclusion of the video, to be honest. Hopefully we see where this goes. That's now the goal of the channel, to see where it goes. If we reach 20,000, we reach it. If we don't, we don't. It wasn't meant to be. And if we go higher, hey, we getting somewhere. But I'm not going to stress it too much. I just feel like I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best. I'm going the fastest I can, and I'm trying to be as improved as I can. And if something happened within this year and next year, hey, we did it. I'll be happy then, like completely supremely happy. I'm happy now. This is fun for me. It's always been a hobby, and I love it, to be honest. It's one of the funnest things I do. It's one of the things I don't feel lazy about doing. So hey, we're gonna see where this goes. Yeah.